Hi lovelies, it's Brenda Shanley, and as you may know, this is my birthday month. So I'm just like posting a lot of fun videos just because it's my birthday month. My birthday is actually on the 20th, so yay 420. So I've already done an oracle reading for the month and an Etsy witchy haul. So I wanted to kind of get something haunted in here too, for just to do a video on something haunted. So if you want to listen to a couple of haunted stories, stay tuned. Please subscribe. I really like doing these videos. They're a lot of fun. Please hit the thumbs up if you like it, and so, please hit the bell because I do post a lot of videos during the month, so if you don't want to miss any. So let's just jump right into it. There is some shit going down in Graceland Cemetery in Chicago. I have two different stories here, and it's the same graveyard or cemetery. So let's just jump right into it. The first one is, and this is the story of Inez Clark, the haunted statue of Graceland Cemetery, Chicago. So I have my notes here. So at Graceland Cemetery in Chicago, a statue stands out among the tombstones and is protected behind glass. But this statue, as ordinary as it appears, is unlike the others. Some say it's afraid of thunderstorms. Legend has it that a 6-year-old girl, Inez Clark, was struck by lightning in the late 1800s. A terrible thunderstorm had broken out while she was on a picnic with her parents, and she died before their eyes. Oh, this is sad. They were devastated, so they had a life-size statue made in her likeness to remember her. A girl sitting on a wooden chair, a subtle smile on her face, holding an umbrella in her right hand. A fitting monument to a life ended too soon. But even in the afterlife, so it would seem, young Inez Clark remembers too. They say when the night is dark and a storm is raging, the statue's glass case will be found empty. Her spirit is still afraid of thunderstorms. As graveyards of Chicago, there's an urban legend about the cemetery involving an old night watchman. He'd been out walking during a thunderstorm, and when he reached the grave of Inez Clark, he found its glass box empty. The statue inside was gone. According to the legend, the night watchman never again returned to the cemetery, but by the next morning, the statue had mysteriously reappeared behind its glass. To this day, the statue is visited, and people often leave gifts for Inez. Well, that's nice. There are still stories, too, that if you listen quietly, sometimes you'll hear the sound of a young girl crying near the statue. Some have even claimed to have seen a young girl in an old-fashioned dress dancing throughout the graveyard. Of course, as with most folklore, there are questions. In this case, some wonder if Inez Clark ever existed. The statue's location is exactly where someone named Amos Briggs was buried, leaving the statue itself mysteriously out of place. Or is it? On the Find Graveyard Index, there's a reasonable explanation for this, that the girl's name was actually Inez Briggs, not Clark, and is in fact the person buried beneath the statue. So that's that story. Wow, I mean, that's kind of sad, but it's kind of cool, and it's haunted, so I love it. So moving on to the next one here. This is also in Graceland Cemetery, Chicago. So this one is called Eternal Silence. Eternal Silence, also known as Dexter Graves Monument or the Statue of Death, features a bronze sculpture set upon the backdrop by black granite. It was created by American sculptor Laredo Taft in 1909. According to folklore, looking into the eyes of the statue will give the viewer a vision of their own death. I don't know. I would look into it. I don't know. I would look into its eyes. I would look at it. I would do it. I'm not afraid. I would do it. I want to see how I go. How do I go? So, well, I don't know. Would you? I don't know. Leave it in the comments down below. Dexter Graves died in 1844, aged 54 to 55 years old. The statue stands 10 feet tall upon the base. That's pretty big. Cemetery is open to public, and they also offer tours to explore. The monument commemorates led Dexter Graves, who in 1831, a group of 13 families from Ohio to settle in Chicago. Graves, who had once again died in 1844, 75 years before the statue's creation and 16 years before Graceland Cemetery was founded. His body was presumably relocated from its original resting place at the Old City Cemetery, the present site of Lincoln Park. The will of Graves' son Henry, who died in 1907, provided $250 in funds for the monument. Would you look into the monument's eyes or not? I don't know. I would. Yeah, I would want to know. Leave it in the comments. Would you like to know? Did you like the video? Let me know. Thank you for watching. Much love and blessings to all. Thank you.